Stock of the day, only because it's comes up really regularly here on the call. Shares in lithium giant Pilbara Minerals are down as investors await confirmation of reports about a $600 million sell down by a major Chinese investor. Now, the block sale of Chinese battery giant contemporary Amperex Technology Limited shareholding was undertaken by brokers, according to reports. Would you believe they first spent $55 million for an 8.5% stake in Pilbara in 2019? They've done well. The latest annual report detailed that they held 207 million shares. Remember, they're at $4 now. So, you're getting up close to $1 billion as of the 14th of September last year. Pilbara shares currently down 4%. Now, you'll remember Pilbara came up on the call yesterday with Carl Capolingua, the king of the charts, and he's mad on lithium mineral resources and Pilbara. He said if Pilbara drops below $4.10, then he'd be getting out. Well, it has dropped below $4.10. I private messaged him to say, have you changed your mind? If he comes through during the show, I'll let you know. But this is sort of an event that's got unintended consequences on the stock. So does it count? Should you be taking it into account with your own shares? Howard?
Well, I think the biggest thing you've got to take into account when you own something like Pilbara is it's totally dependent on the lithium price.
Yep.
And nothing cures high prices faster than high prices.
Yep.
So when lithium prices were low, it made sense to use that technology for batteries.
Yep.
If lithium prices get into the stratosphere like they have been now, there are going to be innovators all around the world trying to figure out how to make batteries out of things other than lithium.
Yep.
And I'm quite sure some of those things will succeed. And lithium prices will come down. The other thing is, of course, is lithium's not rare. It's the third most common element in the universe.
Yep.
And pretty much if everybody watching the show dug a hole in their garden and had the sample analysed, somebody will find lithium.
Right.
In fact, several of the viewers will find some lithium. Now, when I was at university doing physics, they spoke about lithium as a rare earth. What did they mean by rare? Not that it wasn't around. Everybody knew it was very commonplace in physics. The point it was rarely mined because they had no real uses. Then somebody came up with the idea of using it in batteries instead of those horrible little lead acid batteries that we used to have, and suddenly lithium had a use. So if you're investing in a company like Pilbara Minerals, you're making a bet that high prices will last for a long time. Now, if you bought it a long time ago, that was smart, but if you're buying it today, I would say your chances of losing money are probably a lot larger than gaining money. Of course, if it's in your super fund and you have to pay tax on capital gains that are unrealised, maybe it's a good idea to have a big loss.
Okay, so you wouldn't be getting in anyhow at the moment because it's cyclical.
No, absolutely.
Okay. Grady?
This is the one stock
Oz?
I look at and I think, why didn't I buy in?
Yep.
We love Pilbara Minerals. We've got a buy rating on it from, we'll take Citi's buy rating on it. It's the stock that has just kept going and it's got such good potential. The share could be down today because it did go ex-dividend today. So possibly why shares are coming off today to $4.01. But Pure Play Lithium reported very impressive first half results. All of their revenue, the revenue was up 959%, EBITDA up over 1,000%, NPAT up over 900%. Like, these results are phenomenal. And sure, lithium prices are set to come down, but we've seen offtake agreements with the company. The company's got really, really well positioned to keep capitalising on this market that's not really going anywhere. Like a lot of the electric vehicle makers, they're coming forward, they're locking in lithium batteries. So that's not going to go anywhere for at least 10 years or plus to come until new models come out. So while the demand's there, I think this company's still going to keep going.
Okay, so this is a drop because of a big overhang of shares, a big shareholder coming out. Does that change the view on Pilbara, or because you've got an overhang at these levels now,
is it an opportunity?
Is it an opportunity or not?
And do we know how many new lithium mines are being developed around the world?
Yes.
Because it runs into a couple of hundred. So
Yeah.
supply is going to
Well,
go up hugely.
they're a producer at the moment,
They're
rather
are.
a
than
producer,
explorer.
but
which-
yeah.
They are.
So the thing
They're
with
ahead.
lithium is that it takes a really long time to produce. So you get it out of the ground, and it's one of the longest production processes there is. So unlike other things like oil and stuff, it's straight there. It takes a long time to get the spodumene concentrate out into the lithium produce that you're selling. So
At the moment.
yeah, it's a long process
Yeah.
at the moment, and also like they're well advanced. They're in production phase already.
production,
So
yeah.
I think they are definitely.
So they're
behind now.
they're different to the explorers, but
Yeah.
then you had Elon Musk coming out last night, who's probably the biggest buyer of
Yeah.
electric batteries, saying supply isn't the issue going forward; it's processing.
It is,
Which,
yeah, the processing.
Which then
that's-
you've got Mineral Resources who are
already
getting into processing
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
now at
Yep.
the moment. So,
So it's
Yep.
the opportunities with MinRes, but Pilbara might start looking down
Okay.
that path as well.
so you'd see Bell would see the pullback as a
as an
if you-
opportunity.
as
Yeah,
an
yeah,
opportunity,
yeah.
right? Okay, all right. So as I say, Carl was very firm yesterday in terms of what the chart was saying. But is this an extraordinary situation? Do
We
you
could
use
get
cha-
some
do you use
tea
charts
leaves
at
in.
all?
No, but we could use some tea leaves if anybody liked instead.
I'll get you on. I'll get you on one day with Carl.
He
and you
doesn't
can-
like me.
You can debate that. No, I can understand that.
David, if anybody could ever prove to me scientifically
Right.
that charting had any value, we'd be hugely enthusiastic about charting. My original life as an investor, many
Right.
years ago, I'm not so young anymore, was as a chartist. I had a
Oh.
science background, and my secretary used to buy big sheets of graph paper. There were no computers to
Right.
do them on, and I used to every day fill in the latest share prices on the chart
Wow.
with a ruler and make my little chart on all the companies I was watching. And eventually I came to the conclusion, and did a lot of research on it as well, that all of this was rubbish. The company and the share price don't know what it was yesterday, and what
Right.
it was yesterday has
Okay.
nothing to do with what it's going to be tomorrow.
So Carl's view is, and he does have a computer, and so he has this program that the charts are his first filter to look at companies that look interesting, because the chart reflects what the market view of a stock is. And then it's almost a trigger. Rather than going through 2,500 stocks a day, his program, based on the charts, may throw up 20 that are worth interesting.
So why don't you rather look for
then he'll do the fundamental research on it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
But that's
That's-
backwards. Why don't you rather do the fundamental research and find the 20 companies that are growing
Okay.
profits, and then look at
But
their
he's
chart?
saying you can't do 2,500 a day.
Why not? We got software that can tell you that all the
Right,
time.
okay.
Which are the
All
most
right.
profitable
We'll get-
companies?
Battle
We'll
of the
get you on both
software.
together. Yeah.
Can I sit and watch that
Okay,
one?
Yeah. The text versus the fundamentalist. Yeah. All right. That could be a really interesting session, couldn't it? I will write that down.
You know what Buffett and Munger say about charts?
What?
Same sort of thing. They say, oh, well, a lot of people enjoy playing with rubbish.
All right.